If you fuck someone hard enough, does their brain really spill out?
More, don't stop.
Lucky for me, she's not the brightest. Smarter girls bolt the second they see how broke I am. She stays for round 2. I make the most of it. She comes. I don't. Not yet.
Please, I just came. I can't.
Shh. Stay still. I close my eyes. Who the hell? Nobody visits me. Ever. Maybe a package? Shit, I'm close. Persistent. Not angry. Not scared. Just steady. Relentless. Fine. Damn it. I pull out. Toss her clothes at her. Throw on a shirt and stalk to the door. Whoever you are, you better be worth it. I crack the door open, just a sliver, just enough to see who the hell interrupted me. And I freeze. It's a girl, but not just any girl. A goddess. My goddess. I didn't think I had a type, but now I do. It's her. She's beautiful. No, beyond that. Gorgeous. Elegant. Like she walked out of a dream and into my dump of a life.
Mr. Zaid Mercer?
Even her voice, damn, soft, smooth, like honey and danger rolled into one. If angels talked, they'd sound like her. She said my name, on that tongue. It's suddenly the sexiest sound I've ever heard. But why is she here? Girls like her don't wander into neighborhoods like mine. Especially not with 2 guys in black standing behind her like shadows. Bodyguards?
I have something important to discuss. May I come in?
Her voice drags me back to reality. I glance behind me. The girl I just f***ed is already dressed. Good. I turn back to my goddess. Yeah, sure. I open the door wider. Come on in. She's definitely not a debt collector. They don't send girls this pretty, this expensive. Pencil skirt, heels, and skin like silk. She costs more than my apartment.
I'm Lena Lane.
She says. She gestures to the man in glasses beside her.
This is our attorney, Mr. Vance.
He nods silently and hands her a folder. She passes it to me. I take it, but my mind's still somewhere else. Lena Lane. What a name. Sounds like poetry. Or trouble. I don't care who sent you. Would you marry me, Lena Lane? God, Zaid. Get a grip. She's way out of your league. You're a slumdog, living in a roach motel. Dead broke. Neck deep in debt. Working 3 jobs just to keep your head above water. The girl I just slept with? Gone. Slipped out while I wasn't looking. Smarter than I thought. Can't blame her. Who wants this mess? Then Lena speaks again.
I'm here on behalf of Mr. Kane Remington. Your father.
My face freezes. My what? Thanks, but no thanks. I don't have a father. Now, would you let me kiss your feet instead, Miss Lena Lane? I've never done that, but I'd learn real fast if you let me.
This is a contract regarding his inheritance, the Remington Corporation. He's named you his heir.
Wait, me? I finally glance at the folder in my hands. Flip it open, look at the crisp documents inside. Kane Remington is my father? I managed to say.
Yes, his health is deteriorating. He's retiring. You're to take over the company. Market valuation currently sits at $16 billion.
16 billion? Is this some kind of joke? I can't even count how many zeros that is. Am I suddenly the luckiest bastard alive? Am I on some hidden camera show? No way. You've got the wrong guy. I'm Zaid Mercer. I don't have a father. I slap the documents closed, press the folder against the lawyer's chest, and motion toward the door. Thanks, but no thanks. You can go now. I may be broke, I may be drowning in life, but I don't want his money. I don't want anything from the man who vanished and left my mom to rot. The day Kane Remington walked out, he stopped being my father, and That's never gonna change. But she doesn't move,
Mr. Mercer,
she says calmly.
I understand you're upset about the past, but your mother and Mr. Remington had a contract. According to it, you were to become his heir once you came of age and take over the company.
I narrow my eyes. And if I refuse? She doesn't flinch.
Then you'll need to repay all the money your mother borrowed from the company immediately.
I grit my teeth. And how much is that?
500 million.
500 million. Are they out of their minds? How the hell did my mother borrow that much? She couldn't even budget her cigarettes. I can't even scrape together $500 right now, with all my bills stacked like a death sentence.
You have 3 days to decide, Mr. Mercer.
Her voice is still soft, still polite.
I'll return then, either to collect the payment or help you relocate.
So yeah, no surprise. 3 days later, I'm in her office. No, my office, soon to be. Going over the fine print like some Ivy League prick before I sign away my soul. So, I say, flipping a page, I run the company, make money, pay off the debt. That's the deal.
That's correct, sir.
I sigh, lean back. You know, Lena, I grew up in a slum. My mom's a gambling addict and a full-time alcoholic. I've never finished college. My finest work experience was being a cashier on a graveyard shift. I give her a crooked smile. How exactly do you expect me to run a multi-billion-dollar company? Flip it for profit? Wave a magic wand?
Don't worry, Mr. Mercer.
She says, voice steady.
According to the agreement, I'll be assisting you until you're fully independent. I've worked under your father for 8 years. I know the company inside and out. I'll guide you.
And if you quit?
I won't.
Hypothetically, what if I piss you off? What if you can't stand me? I might be a terrible person, you know. Her eyes don't waver.
If I quit, hypothetically, the contract would fall apart. You wouldn't be able to run it without me. The inheritance would collapse. But I won't let that happen, no matter what.
Her eyes shine, calm, certain, bulletproof. But none of it works on me. Because this is the loophole I'm staring at. This is the out. There's no way I'm giving in. Not to him. You abandoned us. Me and Mom. Left us with nothing while you built your empire. Now you need an heir? Now you want me. How convenient. I am who I am because of you, Dad. You made me into this. Cold-blooded, bottom of the barrel. A slumdog, a nobody. And I'll do whatever it takes not to give you what you want, even if it burns me to the ground. Okay. I stand, take the contract from Lena's hand. Then I step closer. She takes a cautious step back.
Mr. Mercer?
I don't stop. I keep walking her backward until her body hits the edge of the desk. Then I lean in. She smells incredible, fresh, sweet. She's flustered. How cute.
Mr. Mercer, what are you doing?
I wrap one arm around her waist, press the contract flat against the desk behind her with the other, and sign my name in a single, fluid stroke. Then I place it back in her hands. Her cheeks are flushed, breathing shallow. Here, I smirk darkly. Now let's take a closer look at you, Lena. Didn't I just inherit you along with everything else from dear old Dad? She swallows, hard. We'll be stuck together now. Every day. Maybe every night too. We should get to know each other better, don't you think? I brush my fingers across her cheek, gently tuck a loose strand of hair behind her ear. She flinches. Her ear turns red. So sensitive. Is she really what I think she is? Now, I murmur. Tell me, sweet Lena, what's your real relationship with my father?
What? I told you I worked for him.
I laugh, not kindly. Don't insult me. No one gets this kind of power just by working a desk job. He trusts you, relies on you. If you quit, I lose everything. That clause alone says it all. He built this contract around you. Lena falls silent. Not a word. That's fine. I'll find out myself. I straighten up, eyes cold now. Make no mistake, Lena. I'm not here to play the perfect heir. I step back just enough to let the words land. I'm here to make him suffer. I meet her eyes, sharp and unflinching. And if that means making you suffer too, so be it. From today forward, welcome to hell. Now that I have the resources, I dig. I hire someone to find out everything about Lena Lane and my dear father. Lena, her father died when she was 14. Her mother, 4 years later. Same year she dropped out of college. No more financial support. Nothing left. At 19, she's back in school. This time, funded by Kane Remington. My father, she had a boyfriend back when she dropped out. Broke up before re-enrolling. No one since. And my father, never remarried. No flings. No scandals. Not even rumors. Not one woman tied to him. Except her. The answer's clear as day. She was his sugar baby. Maybe still is. His secret mistress. I stare at the papers in my hand, the photos, the bank records, the timeline. I don't even know what to feel. Rage? Disgust? Jealousy? All I know is this. I'm not going easy on either of them.
Mr. Mercer, sorry, I should say Mr. Remington now.
Lena enters my office, voice crisp and composed.
Here are the documents for tomorrow's board meeting. I just wanted to review them with you first.
She leans in, placing the folder on my desk. I grab her waist. Her breath catches. What color panties are you wearing today, sweetheart? I murmur. You smell incredible, by the way. I pull her closer, bury my face against her stomach, breathing her in. The scent of her skin, vanilla and something floral, floods my senses. Her body tenses. Her cheeks go scarlet. She tries to pull back.
Mr. Remington, please don't joke like that. It's not professional.
Her hands push at my shoulders, but I don't budge. Don't call me that. I interrupt, my voice low. Don't ever call me Mr. Remington again. Makes me feel like you're talking to my dad. I glance up at her, expression unreadable. Just call me Zaid. In one smooth move, I flip her onto the desk, trapping her beneath me. She gasps, but my grip is iron. No escape. Not telling me? Fine. My hand slides up her thigh, under her skirt. I'll find out myself.
Zaid, stop!
Her voice cracks. I smirk. Or what? You'll call HR? Have me fired? Her face burns. No fear now, just fury.
You...
God, these legs. I drag my fingers higher, skimming the edge of her panties. So soft. She jerks.
Please, don't.
My fingers slip under the lace. Perfect timing. I was just about to discover the color. I release her with a lazy sigh. Come in. A nervous assistant scurries in, eyes darting between us.
Your coffee, Mr. Remington?
I don't even glance at it. The second she's gone, I dump the cup in the trash. Too much sugar. I flick a glance at Lena, still breathless. Make me another one. Then I snatch the documents she brought and rip them in half. Paper flutters down around her like confetti. And redo these. I hate everything about them. Just like that, I build my daily routine. I show up late to the office. I touch her whenever she's near. I touch her until someone knocks on the door, or until she's cried every tear left in her body, or until I find out the color of her panties, her bra, the shade of her nipples, or the weight of her boobs in my hands. Then, I destroy everything she worked on the night before. Tell her to redo it. I sabotage paperwork that needs my signature. Add the wrong date, misplace a decimal. So she has to triple check every document, chase me down, beg me to sign again. I pile more work on her, any way I can. And the rest of the time, I sit back in my leather chair and wonder, what else can I do to make her life more miserable than this? I don't know how many all-nighters she's pulled, just to fix what I ruined, and keep the company from crumbling. I don't know how many tears she's shed when I'm not there to watch. And that one time, I had her pinned to the sofa, skirt shoved up, panties yanked down. I almost did her. If someone hadn't knocked, again, right on cue. She was close to breaking that night. The dark circles under her eyes, her bloodless face, the panic behind those pretty eyes every time I laid hands on her. The way she winced when I touched her, like she'd never been touched by a man before. And for a second, just a second, I almost hesitated. I almost felt sorry for her. If I didn't know better, if I didn't know what kind of woman she really is, just say the word, baby.
I quit.
That's all it takes. You'd be free from this hell, from me. Just say it. How much more can you take before you finally break? How much is your loyalty really worth to my father?
The first time I saw Zaid, I was shocked by how much he resembled Cain, his father. Tall, dark, striking. He looks exactly like him, just younger, sharper, rougher around the edges. And it wasn't just the face, it was the way he stared, like he could see right through you, the way he arched a brow when unimpressed, even the strange little habit of chewing on lemon slices when served English tea. The more I watched him, the more I saw Cain in him. It amused me in a strange way. They hardly spent any time together, separated when Zaid was just a child. And yet, blood runs deep. He really is his father's son. But personality-wise, he's nothing like him. Zaid is a monster. He terrifies me. He crosses every line without hesitation, wrecks everything in his path like it means nothing. Is it because of the way he grew up? The pain? The abandonment? The years clawing his way through life alone? I can only imagine. I know he hates Cain, and maybe he has every reason to, but me? I don't hate Zaid. I owe Cain more than I can ever repay, and helping his son is the only way I know how to settle that debt. I want what's best for Zaid. I truly do. But I don't know how much longer I can endure this. He's tormenting me day after day, and he has no intention of stopping. I'm on the edge, physically, mentally, barely holding it together. At this rate, he's going to crush me into dust before he burns this company to the ground and takes himself with it. I have to do something. I don't know what yet, but I have to try.
Where are you taking me? Is this some kind of secret date? I tease. Lena doesn't answer. She leads me down the hall, heels clicking, shoulders tense, stops at the far corner. I arch a brow. Curiosity sparks. What is she playing at now? She points toward an open office. Inside, a man is packing up his desk. Cardboard box, framed photos, personal junk. His life in a box. He's not alone. A few others are doing the same.
I have a wife and 2 kids, bro.
The guy murmurs, voice cracking.
How could this happen? We were doing great last quarter. I worked my ass off.
A woman nearby silently wipes her tears as she folds a sweater into her bag. Lena's voice is quiet beside me.
Johnny's wife just had heart surgery. Now he's got no insurance. Mary's a single mom with 3 kids. Jason just graduated top of his class. His parents must be so proud. And Ben, he's the only breadwinner in his family. His mother just passed last week.
Her voice trembles.
The company's not doing well. We're cutting people to survive. I've worked here 8 years, Zaid. These people are like family. And if things keep going the way they are, more will be gone.
So this is it. This is her move. Guilt trip the devil. Back in my office, I finally face her. So that's what this is? You're trying to guilt trip me now? Moral blackmail? I scoff. Seriously, Lena? You really think that'll work on me?
It's not blackmail, Mr. Zaid. I'm begging you. I am praying, I'm desperately hoping that you'll take your position as CEO seriously. A CEO protects their company, their people.
I laugh. Cold. Bitter. Fantastic. Now you're lecturing me. I step closer, venom curling around every word. Let me cry about it, huh? Poor Zaid, stuck in a job he never wanted, handed down by the man he hates most, buried under responsibilities he never asked for. Meanwhile, Kane gets everything he wants. Always. I lean in, just inches from her face. Isn't that what people say? Life's not fair?
I know you're angry. I know you hate your father.
She says softly.
But don't let that hatred burn innocent people. If someone has to pay for his sins, let it be me.
Then, to my complete and utter disbelief, she kneels, right there in front of me, tears in her eyes, head bowed, shoulders shaking.
Please, Zaid, take it out on me, all of it. Your rage, your pain, everything. I'll take it. Just don't destroy the company. Not for him. For the people who work here. For the ones who still believe in it.
She's insane. What the hell is this? Is this medieval times now? Does she think she's a saint? Mother Teresa in a pencil skirt? I want to scream at her. Throw her out. Shatter something. Slap some damn sense into her. But I can't move. I just stare at her. Kneeling. Trembling. Her small frame hunched. Dark circles under her eyes. Her face pale and broken. And she says she'll do anything. For his company, for Kane. I feel my hands tremble, not from fear, from rage, from her blind loyalty. My dream girl, Lena. And you are throwing yourself into the fire for him? How could you? How the hell does he deserve this? The man who abandons his own child? Fine, if this is what she wants. Anything, you said? My voice is low, cold, controlled. You know what I want, Lena. You know what I'll do. And you're sure you're ready? She doesn't hesitate.
I'll do anything.
I stare at her for a long moment. Then I smile, dark, twisted. All right, let's test that resolve. Right now. Take off all of your clothes and crawl to me. On your hands and knees. We're not playing games anymore.